Hello everyone, welcome to Digital Art Workshop by Camel. My name is Himanshi and I will be your art instructor for today. We will be creating this very stunning and vibrant Macaw artwork. So today I will be using this Camel Artist Transparent Photo Colors which are in 12 shades. Along with that I will be using Camel Artist Brush Pens which are also available in 12 shades. And with that I am using Camel Artist Mob Brushes. We will be using this Camel Premium Sketchbook which are available in 270 GSM for this specific artwork. Okay, so let's begin with the sketching part. Okay, so as you can see, we will divide this Macaw sketch into part of 3. First, I will be making a circle. Okay, so this would be the head of my Macaw, a oval for the body and simple lines for the tail. Now let's redefine the shapes. I will be starting with the beak. Alright. Now I am just removing the ovals that we have drawn so that you can see clearly. For the tails, we have simply 5 lines. Some will be a bit round at the end as well. Okay. So this is what we will get. And now let's draw the feathers also. Okay. Okay, so once we are done with that, now it's time to make this larger feathers. Okay, simply what you have to do is you have to continue this U shapes, but this time they will be a bit larger in size. Okay, so one over here and another one you can see in the reference image. This is continued till here. We will be continuing with a branch over which this Macaw is resting. Also make sure that these lines are not very straight. We need to add some zigzag lines to get that feather kind of effect. Okay. And for the background color, I am using this Mob brush by Camel which is of 4 number. Okay, the size is 4. I am using this transparent photo color, light yellow color. Since these colors are very vibrant and pigmented, make sure that you don't take a lot of color and also you don't directly start painting using these colors. Okay, always take it in a palette and mix some water in it to get that perfect transparency that you want. And then we have this deep yellow color. Along with that I will be using foliage green, and with foliage green you can see that here we have some blue. So for that I am taking light blue color, a bit of warm brown color for this area. Okay, so I have taken all the colors in my palette. I am taking some water in my brush and I am just applying the water in the background. Make sure that you don't apply water at the Macaw. Okay. Now what I will be doing is I am taking a bit of light yellow and just add few strokes over here and here. And you can see that I have just taken few drops of these color in my palette, and how much pigmented these colors are. We are getting such beautiful tones even with such a small use of these colors. Okay, and along with that I will be using a bit of deep yellow. You can experiment with different colors in the background. You can keep the color of your choice. It's an abstract background, so you can add some more colors. I will be adding these splashes. So here I have a Mob brush by Camel which is of size 0. Wet the brush. Take a paper so that your Macaw won't get affected. So here I want these orange splashes. Okay, with the help of another brush you have to add these splashes. Alright, just cover your Macaw, otherwise it would get that splashes. In case you feel that you don't want this splash, okay, and by mistake you have just added it, so you can just take off the colors with your clean brush. Alright, And always use a palette whenever you are using a photo color. Don't directly go and paint. Now we won't be doing the macaw right now, okay? Let the background dry first and then only go for the macaw. So for the macaw, I'm using my 0 number mop brush, okay? So again I will be taking light yellow color, then we will be using deep yellow. Along with that, I will be using crimson and scarlet also, okay? This is too dark, so be very mindful while using this color, crimson, okay? And also scarlet color, okay? I have just wet my mop brush and I have taken a bit of water. First, I'm just applying a small amount of water to it. So what we will be doing is I'm using this light yellow color and then a small amount of deep yellow for the edges, okay? And if the colors are mixing, let them mix. That's the effect that we want. Later we can use brush pens for all the details that you can see over here, okay? Then I will be using a very small amount of Scarlet Lake in my palette. Add a small amount of water to it and then I will be using this color over the edges. And you can just merge these color with the orange color that you have made over here. You can see that how I am creating that feather-like effect. Okay, instead of straight line, I'm just making some curved lines over here, and I'm just creating this semicircles which I have created before, just highlighting it, okay? Now I will be coloring over here the feather part. So what you have to do is first just add some water. Again I'm using light yellow over this area along with foliage green, okay? Here over the tail, over these feathers, I'm using blue color. Okay, so also I am adding a very small amount of violet, and the shapes that we have created, I'm just gonna highlight that using my violet color. So I'm just adding the details using the dark blue color, and so I'm just using a small amount of stone grey for the beak. Just use a very small amount and then you can use water to merge it. I will be coloring this branch portion that we have left. So for this I will be using warm brown color along with a very small amount of deep yellow. So the photo color part is almost done. Now we will be using our Camel artist brush pens for the details. Alright, so starting with the head of our macaw, I will be using permanent orange, crimson and lemon yellow along with Indian yellow. Make sure that the artwork is completely dried, okay? So I'm just adding some beak-like shapes, some feather-like shapes like this. Just some curved lines over here, alright? I'm using my crimson color to make these lines. So you need to make thin lines near the eyes of our macaw. Whatever area that you have left or the white portions that are visible, you can cover it using your brush pens, okay? And these details, we will be just highlighting the feathers near this neck portion using our brush pen, red brush pen. Let's make the eye of our macaw. So for this, I will be using black color. So first I'm making a circle and then another circle in it, and just leave a small white color. And now let's proceed for the details on our beak. And you can see how beautifully this portion is turned out, okay? So we have to create similar details over the whole area. The similar shades would go for this feather as well. I will be using red color Okay, I'm just highlighting whatever things we have done. That pencil sketches that we have drawn now, we are just repeating the same. We will be doing this area, okay, the feather part. For this, I'm using this sap green color. Whatever lines that we have drawn over this, I'm just highlighting it, alright. Along with this, I will be using lemon color as well, alright. Both the colors I will be using. So here we have used sap green color for this portion, and then you can use lemon yellow to highlight the feather as well. Okay, I'm just using yellow near the U shapes to highlight the colors. So for this portion, we will be using shades of blue. You have to repeat the same process all over again. And while we are drawing the feathers, make sure that you add some extra lines for that realistic look, alright. So these are very small details that you have to keep in mind. And as you can see, I will be adding few feathers over this area as well. Now let's go for this portion, the tail over here. For highlights, you can just use lighter shade of color or just add some patches like this. Okay, similarly I'm adding some patch over here. Okay, along with that, you can see over this portion we have a bit darker shade, so here I will be using some lines of black, alright, and few lines over here just to enhance the whole look. And for the shadow part, legs of our bird Macaw, I'm just using my black brush pen. You can use a pencil also. I have to make a grayish semicircle over here. For the branch, what I will be doing is I will be using my burnt umber and Indian yellow. So I will be just making few lines to define the shape of my branches. And once you are done with the outline, you have to draw like some random lines and make sure that the portion near the macaw is a bit darker due to the shadow. Along with that, use your burnt umber, a burnt sienna color, and add some highlights to the lines that you have drawn. So our macaw is almost done. Okay. So thanks a lot for being the part of this workshop. I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. Also do tag @CoquioCamel as well as @Creative Nest. We will be very happy to reshare all your recreations. Happy painting. See you in the next workshop.